So you notice it all around your neighborhood. Everybody's getting solar panels on their houses. And you're wondering, how do I go about doing it? Well, I have 5 good questions you need to ask before you buy solar to make sure you're getting your money's worth. Coming up next. Hi, my name's Mo, and I've been an Enphase installer since 2018. And one thing I've noticed in most of the installs that I do is that customers have questions. Well, hopefully today I can answer some of those questions for you. There are 5 things, at least 5 things, that you need to ask before you purchase this solar, and it's very important. Now, the first thing you need to consider is what size system do you need? So that means if you're looking for battery backup, what things are you going to put on that battery backup in case the grid goes down? Now, you should think about the most important things that you would need if the power went out. One of those things would be your refrigerator to preserve your food. It's very important that if the power goes out, you don't lose a refrigerator full of food and have to go grocery shopping after the power comes back on. The second thing would probably be your router. You like your internet or Wi-Fi to stay up if the power goes out so that you could communicate, and not only that, find out when the power is coming back on. The third thing you would want to back up would be some lights. You have to be able to see in the dark. I would suggest maybe kitchen light for where you would make your food, the living room, if that's where your router's plugged up at. But if not, you would still need another room to be able to see. Your hallway lights, bathroom lights, bedroom lights. Now, those circuits usually don't draw a lot of power, so they won't consume a lot of power from your battery. Another thing to consider is AC units. The thing about AC units is they use about 5 times more than normal operating current just to get started. Now, they do have soft starters which you can install on your AC units to where they won't draw as much current. Now, the good thing about the smart switch is if your AC begins to draw too much current, there's something called load shedding, where it would cut that device off until the batteries were at a state that they could handle it again. The second important question you need to ask is, how does it work? If your salesman cannot explain to you how your system works, it's probably not a good idea to start throwing money at something that you don't know is going to do what you want it to do. So it's important that you ask questions. How does it work? How does it work from the panels to the battery to your house? I've seen too many times where a customer have purchased a system that didn't do what they wanted it to do because it was sized incorrectly. Now, that means if the salesman doesn't understand how this system works and he sells it to a customer, he's not putting in the factors of how much the load is going to be on this system. So he may sell them 1 or maybe 2 batteries and tell the customer it'll back your whole house up. No, it won't back your whole house up. And too many times I've gone to do installations where I had to explain to a customer, you just don't have enough power. Now, another question that you need to ask, which is most commonly asked to me, is, will this lower my bill? Now, the good thing about the Enphase system is you can reserve a portion of your battery for backup, but also use a portion of your battery to be consumed. Now, that means whatever you're not using in your home, you can send back to the power company and get credits for it. That's really important. So the battery has a dual function where not only will it back up if the grid goes down, but some of that power you have, you can send back to the power company and get credits to actually lower your bill. Now, it usually takes an entire 1-month bill cycle before you start to see changes, but you're also harnessing power to keep you stable, keep your lights on, and lower your bill at the same time. Now, that I think is a very good investment to make, not only for now, but also for the future.